Hi, I'm Michael Smith. I'm here at Heartstrings with Lee Lewis and Laura Bert, and they're going to tell us about our all locally made art. And here's Lee.
Hi, Michael.
Hi. We're at the Horizon Casino, and this is your new store. You have one also down in Minden at the Copeland Arts Building, and I've shown some of the work there, but here's some other work that you've done in the last year.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have some work right over here. A combination of silk and watercolor and sun printing pretty much on this wall. There's some original silk, some silk prints, and some silk prints with original watercolor surrounding them.
Now the bigger one, could you describe that work?
That's a silk print in the center, and then all the surrounding is a permanent ink and watercolor.
That is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I like that technique.
Well, the one to the right of it, the border, it's very unusual to have a border like that. I've seen your work do that before, and it really enhances the picture.
It's nice that the picture isn't over. The center picture, often when you frame it, it's done evolving, and so if you can add something to the matting or to the framing, it just extends it beyond the original artwork.
Well, I like when you do that with photographs as well.
Mm-hmm. I like to do that too, and I did it. This lower one with the orchard is a watercolor that I extended just a little bit onto the matting.
Now, you mentioned earlier that you're all self-taught.
Yes.
How would one learn how to do this? This is really some special items.
Curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah, doodling. Just curious about, I don't know, how something can evolve.
Well, you call your store Heartstrings, and you have a lot of hearts. Are you a romantic type? Because up here on top there's some hearts, and I've noticed you have a lot of hearts too.
People like hearts. You know, everybody's in a state of happiness or despair. The heart's involved in either way.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And I love this piece here with the blue piece.
That's an original silk with the watercolor around it.
Now, painting silks is something I've seen you do while I was walking through the store. Are you working on art here to demonstrate for people, or are you just...
Every day.
You work on art here every day?
Yes, every day. I've been painting silk since we opened here at the desk.
That is absolutely beautiful. And here's another heart down here I was talking.
That one's called In Repair.
So somebody who just got separated or something has a little hurt heart?
Yeah, everybody can have their own meaning attached to In Repair.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
And here on the floor you have some...
Geraniums. They're extended.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. And these little squares above that heart are sun printing. It's a chemically treated fabric that we've added natural things to, put them out in the sun. They make this photo image on the fabric, and then I have watercolor enhanced it on the matting and on the blue itself.
That's absolutely beautiful. I didn't have any clue what comes into these things. I also saw you giving lessons. Is that something you do all the time?
Yes, I teach silk and watercolor. And we're also in the Minden store going to be teaching jewelry classes. There will be probably some pottery and glass classes.
That is fantastic. Now, this stores look kind of small. You probably can't have those type things here, can you?
Yes, I don't have room for classes here. I can people can observe here, but we can spread out more down in Minden.
So when you're working on your work, you can pretty much tell people what you're doing.
Yes.
I'm kind of at the picture with the heart in the very top of it. That frame looks different.
It's metal.
Okay.
That is a canvas textured silk. The framer did that, and then it's adhered to a metal plaque, so it doesn't need glass.
You definitely have some skilled friends too. Now, is this wall mostly your work?
This is all my work.
It's fantastic. You can see why I want people to get to know Lee Lewis, because this type of work is just too good to be left quiet. I'm a sharer of information.
Thank you.
And here we're at another silk, and that to me is just absolutely beautiful to do that on fabric. Not even,
Yes, a little silk square, and actually that is the size that we do when we do a class, so that it's not too big to manage for someone to learn.
that is absolutely perfect. And again, we're at the Horizon Casino. We're kind of in the lobby area, kind of by their casino gift store, kind of across from the front desk. And we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to change positions for the next wall. Now I'm with Laura Bert. She's a glass artist. And again, we're at the Heartstrings. This is the some of her work. Can you tell me about that piece that has the kind of the triangle?
Yeah, hi Michael. My husband and I do glass art. We do a lot of stained glass pieces, and most of the things that are in here are fused glass, which is really what I love to do. This piece is like a tribute to Pink Floyd, and it's the Dark Side of the Moon is what he's signifying there.
It's a beautiful piece.
It is beautiful, and it was not an easy piece to do. That has like each one of these pieces is hand cut and then individually formed, put back together, and it's and fused like that. So there's like 17 individual pieces of glass in that.
Wow.
In that item, and it's just beautiful, and that's what my husband did. His name is Jim. So we do all kinds of glass artwork, and he also does metal work, a lot of different metal work.
Well, right now I'm kind of looking at the frame of that piece. Is that something he made as well?
Yeah, he actually made that too. That's made out of steel, and he forged it at home. He had built himself a little forge. He can do pretty much anything.
It's very unusual. It's really both kind of work together.
It is unusual. So.
Then I see this other bigger blue piece is pretty nice.
That's a platter. I like to do a lot of platters, and this. I also do paint. I paint glass, and I really enjoy doing that. So that's what this one is, hand painted and then fused and then formed into the platter shape. And this one also is painted, but I do quite a bit of that.
Okay, well that's very nice. How long does it take to make something like this?
From start to finish, it depends really on how hot you're going or what you're actually attempting to do. If you go to a full fuse with glass, which means you're fusing two pieces of glass together to form one single piece, that's usually almost a 24-hour process by the time you heat it, and then it has to anneal, and by the time you can actually take it out of the kiln, it's basically 24 hours. So, and then there's other stages of fusing that you can do that don't take quite as much time, but for the most part, most of it is at least 15 hours, 13 to 15 hours before you can actually see your finished product. Take it out of the kiln.
These pieces are very beautiful.
Thank
now,
you.
Lee Lewis was self-taught. How about you and your husband?
He is definitely self-taught. He's a very inquisitive type person, and he's, his whole life, he's taught himself all kinds of stuff, woodworking, metalworking, all kinds of things. And I started glasswork about 6 years ago, and I started with a stained glass class at Classical Glass down in Gardnerville, and it exploded from there. After that, I discovered fusing, and that's pretty much where we've, focused our attention now. So that's what I like to do.
My wife actually took a class there too, and it's a good place for education.
It is. She's a wonderful teacher. So.
Well, Lee has some classes at the other location in Minden. Do you do any training as well?
I have not. I am thinking about doing some glass classes there. At this point, I'm not really set up to do that. But at some point, I would like to try to do that. It would be fun.
I know at the Copeland Arts Center, they're talking about putting in a glass blower. Would that be kind of tied into some of the areas that you guys...
That's not what I do. That's a different aspect of glass artistry, and I would love to learn how to do that. In fact, we have torch work. It's called lamp working, but I'm not very good at it yet. We've just started that, so...
Well, a lot of these things I would imagine would take a while to get proficient at.
They do, yeah, they do.
Because I see a lot of small pieces, and Lee must have an influence on you because I see hearts. Has she been a bad influence on you?
Yeah, she's a hard influence on me,
they're,
that's for sure.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
Then I see a lot of pieces hanging up. Can we talk about those as well?
Sure. I'd love to make mobiles. Anything that's colorful is what I like. I do like the glass up there that's just squares of colored glass, and I like it because it's bright.
I'm at the one right in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And it looks very, very nice.
Thank you. And I use a lot of copper in our work too, so that's got a copper hanger on it. Those two do. And
oh yeah, I see that.
and then next to it is Fishmobile. I do flowers. I do all kinds of mobiles.
Fishmobile?
Yeah, Fishmobile.
I did not know what a mobile is. It looks very nice.
Yeah, those are for, you can hang those outside. It's has a little bell on it, so a little
Okay.
tiny sounds in the wind and stuff.
I love those.
And the other thing that I love to do, which also Lee influenced me to do, was angels. I do lots and lots of angels, and those have copper wings and a copper washer for the halo. These are the angels right here.
Okay, now I see them.
And like this one here.
I was admiring the mobiles. Okay, I see the angels now.
So, and the
Very
thing about
nice.
the angels I've hand painted all of those. So, and they always come out different, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
They're very,
And then,
very nice.
The wings are copper, and I use a torch on the wings to bring the colors out and stuff.
You have a lot of different types of things you do.
Yeah, anything glass, it's, I like it.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
I don't know. I just see, other things. I don't know. It just kind of happens. You start one thing, and then something else will pop into your head, and or you get an idea from maybe something that you saw that someone else did, or from, colors in nature. All kinds of
Inspiration.
stuff. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you want to show me before we go on to the next wall?
No, I guess that pretty much covers it. I like to make flowers, etchings. Oh, yes. My husband does some incredible etchings. I don't know if you can catch this window in the middle. It's got a beautiful bear picture. And
Okay, I will have to move, but is the etchings ones above you right now?
These are etchings too also, And so my husband has done these by hand, and then they're kind of facing the outside of the window here, but...
So when you come to the horizon, you can see your work even if you're not here.
And he puts, these are
Beautiful.
hand-cut copper leaves around it.
Absolutely beautiful. That's the lucky part about doing this type of thing is I get to really first crack at some of this beautiful art. And I do like art. And then I see the row of the hearts.
Yeah, we do lots of hearts, lots of flowers. I like hanging flowers, stained glass flowers.
They're
all kinds of
absolutely
stuff.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to change positions and get a picture of that other etching, and we'll be right back. And here's the etching of the bear that you were showing me. This is Jim's work, Jim Bert.
Yeah, that's That's a darling little baby bear that he did, and then he accented it with some flowers, and that's all hand done. And he's got some beautiful copper leaves surrounding him.
That is absolutely beautiful.
He does wonderful work.
Now there's some other glass pieces. Are these yours or Jim's?
Yeah, these are, we're a team. We do it all together pretty much, but he does the hard stuff. I get to do the fun stuff.
Oh, because once you get a piece that's it's a hot mover, you just have to keep making it, or you just...
Yeah, I do. I try. There's a lot of things that we do, we keep at because people like them, and I sell quite a few of them. So.
Well, I think the bear at this Tahoe store will be a big seller, and as well as all these glass pieces that are showing. This
These
one
are
here
all
is
stained glass, and a lot of these they have agate slices for the center, which
Okay.
makes them a little bit unusual and
did
kind
not-
of oddball shape to them, which I like.
that is really pretty.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Laura. We're going to take a break here, and we're going to talk about some of the works of some of the photography. We'll be right back. Thank you. Hi, we're back with Lee Lewis, and we're going to talk about the photography part of the store.
This is Rich Farrar's work, very talented photographer.
We had him on the Nevada Trail Show. He has some excellent work.
Yes, he does. He does beautiful work. He is our partner here in the store, and he's a retired police officer, and he and his wife travel all over the world now, and so that's where we get some of these exotic shots rather than just local photography.
Well, that's the thing about being a photographer. You can share this with the world. That bear is absolutely too close to me. I hope he had a telephoto lens. Yeah, because I've had other wildlife photographers on the show, and that bear looks to me like it's gonna do something. Because other photographers said that he had some bear danger in the Kodiak.
That was their trip to Alaska, as well as the eagle to the left of that.
Alaska was where
that was their last trip.
Alaska was where my other photographer got in trouble with the Kodiak bear. He was swimming at their raft, and the wife was saying, "I think we should go," and he was like, "These shots are too good." Finally, he figured out the bear was way too close because he had his lens on that he wasn't getting the perception, and they took off. And because the bear didn't know what they were, so that bear there looks like Richard. I hope he had a photo lens that was pretty far.
Let's hope so.
I was not too far from here that I saw a white bear, or a yellow bear, I mean, and he took off, and they can run fast.
Yes.
And so that bear, and then I see down here some, looks like a sunset.
Yeah, that's Arizona. Beautiful sunset. I love that silhouette effect. And then a lot of his photography is local. We have lake photography as well as valley down in Hope Valley, Carson Valley, just all sorts of local shots. And then he also does a lot of wildlife, birds, owls, eagles, hawks, things like that.
Well, these pictures of Tahoe are very, very good. I've seen a lot of those, and he is really up to the challenge. Those are good souvenirs.
Yeah.
Then down here,
something you love.
I saw the croc, and he told me the story how they have, I think, chicken or something, and the crocs come out of the water to eat it.
Yes.
I don't know if I'd be...
Yes, you have to dangle something out of the boat. Hopefully not the photographer.
I wouldn't want to have my arm out there with the camera.
No.
But these, here's a brook. That's kind of nice.
I love that fall color in there. It's beautiful. He also does greeting cards, tiles, cutting boards, and then he also has unframed photographs that they would travel easily if you were having to pack something for an airplane trip.
I did not know he did all that.
Yes.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And are those on the cutting board on the floor, kind of?
Yes.
Here's the cutting board.
He has his photographs transferred onto there. He's done coffee cups and all sorts of different techniques with his photography.
Is that a picture of coral?
It is a flower in Australia.
Wow, I wouldn't even recognize it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And he does these coffee cups and
Yes.
postcards.
And then the greeting cards.
That is very good. This has a wide variety of items in this store. I highly recommend it. Now, we talked about some of the frames. Do you have any pictures of your framework here? I see the rooster has some of your painting in the frame.
Yes.
That's the matting, I should say, I guess, right?
Yes, it is the matting. And then over on the wall to the right, there is a sunset that's extended. That's Richard's photograph in the center, with the sunset extended around it. I do extend onto the matting a lot of his photography. One of the more popular pieces is
Okay, I see it now.
Sand Harbor.
Up there, is that the one?
Yes, yeah, that's the watercolor around the outside of the matting and the photograph in the center, and that's down in Carson Valley.
These are very rare. I've been to many, many museums. I don't ever remember seeing work like this, and it's awesome. It really enhances the photograph.
It has a nice combination because the photograph is so crisp and the watercolor is so soft, so it's a nice blend.
Well, we're going to say goodbye. Can you give out the Heartstrings phone number if they want to get more information?
We have 781-6833, and Laura, what's your number?
450-6580.
We also have jewelry, handmade soaps, hand-painted silk scarves, knitwear, hand-painted glassware, all sorts of other things available here at Heartstrings.
Excellent. Well, we're here at the Horizon. This is all regional, local work, so help the local economy and come here and buy yourself something very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
You're welcome. I'm with Paula, and she's going to show me about her boutique. Hi, Paula.
Hi.
Can you show me what you do here at your boutique? And what's the name, by the way?
The name of my boutique is from my little cat Maine Coon, Piccolito Pete. And it's an Italian word, as I am, for small. Piccolito Pete Boutique inside the Horizon Casino near the reception desk. I work with gemstones and I design jewelry since my early 20s. I started in Latin America and then I with antique gemstones, and I proceeded towards Europe, where I work for Mario Valentino, Gianfranco Ferré, a different Italian and French stylists, researching new materials to design collection for the pret-a-porter and the ready-to-wear in Paris and Milano. Moved to California, I decided to put on my own business and design my own pieces with natural gemstones. As you can see here, I have some beautiful opal from Australia that is very difficult to find, cut it in beads like that. And with that, I design different pieces, like this one. Let me show it to you.
Well, everything you have here is absolutely beautiful, and you make them yourself.
Yeah, this is opal beads, silver 925, fire opal from Australia, and blister pearls. And those they look great once they're on, and they have a beautiful green flashy lights. And I have some black opal from Australia also. That is.
So you obtain the products and then you put them all together onto necklaces.
Yes, I obtained the product from alternative people that travel. I used to travel, I don't anymore. This guy is Australian. He comes to California or to United States a couple of times a year. He brings his own gemstones, and those you don't find them easily on the market. This is, you see that as he comes is a string of black opal, and you can see the blue light.
It's absolutely beautiful.
And from there, I collect pieces that I like, and I design with them, and I wire them with silver, with gold, and I mix match stones from the hue of a color, from the texture of a stone, and I prepare different pieces that I display in my boutique or in my website.
What is your website?
Paola, Italian, instead the new is O, Paola, paulascreations.com, and I place a lot of my pieces on my website or on Etsy.com. From the website there is a link to go to Etsy.com where I have a little store, Paola0130. I want to show you a beautiful piece of turquoise from Arizona.
Oh, wow. I love turquoise.
This is all natural. All my gemstones, they're all natural. They're not reconstructed, they're not synthetic, they're not injected. It's a pure gemstones. That's why, for what they are, my prices are even reasonable, because a piece like that will be in the thousands, and my store is 2,200. This is silver from Bali. Silver from Bali. I use the best quality of wire to hold them together, and I have experience for many years, and I use the best products that there are in the market to design my jewelry.
Well, you have absolutely beautiful jewelry. You have a lot of skills.
Yes, a lot of the pictures that are on my website will be done by Jim, that used to be a photographer here at the Horizon.
Jim Merlot?
Yeah, and Bethany, she loved my pieces.
Well, Jim said I had to come here and do a show on you because your stonework is absolutely fantastic, and he is correct. And we did a show on Bethany Owen as well.
Yes, she's one of my fans, and Jim too, and he took a lot of the pictures, almost all the pictures on my jewelry for the website. This is another gemstones. They come from Russia. It's called chorite. Come from a river in Russia called Chorite River. And what I do, instead of use the regular round bead, I try to use unusual cut of gemstones. And I try to do something that is unusual, that you don't find everywhere. It's a piece that will be always in styles. And if one time you get tired of it, I can always redesign something for you. Because the beauty of this is that being a natural gemstone, it won't fade, it won't lose the color, it will remain always the same. When a stone is injected, after a while, staying in the sun, it will become another color. Let me show you another big piece here that is very interesting. So here I have an idea, a little bit of what I do. I collect different pieces and put them together. You see this green?
Yes.
Those are the beads I used to do this beautiful necklace here. Oops.
It's absolutely perfect.
With gold.
Well, you have a very nice boutique here at the Horizon, and you definitely have the skills, and then you definitely have the quality. And another local artist here at the Horizon that we've met.
Yes, let me show you this piece is very unusual also. These I use round beads for once, but look at this vintage I found.
That is absolutely extraordinary.
And I put a clasp with a leaf, antique look. I go around and that's what I used to do for many, many years. Collect the different pieces from different parts of the world and design with them. And I wire them. Look at this one. This is rhodonite and tourmaline, with gold over silver and garnet and pearls.
Wow.
Those are unique pieces.
I thought I was a rock hound. You're amazing.
I worked for so many years with gemstones. I learned how to, I guess I have my own way to put them together. And here I did this with some of these gemstones with copper, which I found a wonderful is a healing.
It's a healing necklace?
The copper is healing.
Okay.
And this is a watermelon tourmaline, very rare to find. That's how I wire it, and this is the other side. And this is still is tourmaline, rhodonite, and tourmaline and copper. So every one of them is completely different.
It's absolutely beautiful. Actually, I first became aware of you when Shelley at the Horizon gift store was wearing a geode ring that you had made for her for Christmas.
Yes.
And I thought that was very nice of you to give her such a nice present.
Yes, those are those ones.
And then Jim said that you have such skills that I have to talk to you, and I'm glad to do it. And I just,
Those are geo rings. And those ones, to keep the prices a little bit lower, I use silver filled. Most of it is 100% silver 925. To give an alternative, as the price of silver rises so much in the stock market,
oh yes,
I use this is uses silver filled.
well, that is
and,
absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Also at your boutique, you also have some beautiful women's wear as well,
Yes.
and you have other items here on the floor. I'm not sure what those are.
Those are for the hair.
For the hair.
This is all for the hair. Then I used to be a buyer for clothing also, and what I do, I go around different trade show and I look at things that I like that I would wear myself. This is a tie-dye. It looks great.
Looks great.
You see on the pants on the wall there, on the left side behind the head, with the flare big pants.
Okay, I do. Yes.
And there is a chorite necklace on the neck.
Well, your necklaces on those pieces are absolutely beautiful.
And then there is this fabric here is very popular now. It's called sublimation, and this has a lot of details. And those are sizes that they fit everybody.
I peeked at that one earlier. It was also made in the USA.
Yeah, those are all made in USA.
That is a good thing. We're
Yeah, we like that.
promoting USA, and
Yeah.
and your items are made in Tahoe as well.
Yeah, those are all made in USA. Lace pants, there are all kind of different fabric. Really flare, comfortable pants. Everything is made in the USA.
Well, I love your store, and I also like during the cold months your hats. You had some really nice hats too.
For the cold months?
Oh yes.
Let me go get one. Yeah, in the back here. Those are my annual.
The hat I was talking about, and when you live in Tahoe, you need to keep all your things warm. And she has their mittens as well as a hat, and it's very, very comfortable. I've actually tried it on. And but one thing about Paula, she is an expert in making jewelry, and she can make what you want with
Yes.
the items she has. And go ahead and explain more of that.
Yeah,
please.
what I want to say is this. I can get all kind of gemstone, pure natural gemstone from all over the world, here in United States. And if you like to come in my store, I have a great variety of different gemstones. And you can tell me, Paula, I like these gemstones, but I would like for me, you design me something special, different than what you design it. I can take the gemstones and design something that fits you perfectly, your style, your features, your personality, and we can work over that. You can come and try on 2-3 times, and I can design special things for you. So you're welcome to come here, see what I have, and we can work together over anything you could like to do with. And for clothing, there is a lot of variety from everything, as I told you, made in the United States, except a few things that are made by artists somewhere else. And for the gemstones, you like moonstones. You like a triple strand, long one, short one, earrings. Look at my earrings. Tahitian pearls.
Tahitian pears?
Tahitian pearls.
Oh wow.
Moonstone. big earrings, small earrings. You like this pearl? I can do anything for you with these pearls. If I have them, if I don't have them, I get more and make something for you. The moonstone. We can work together to design something. You have a special occasion. You dream of stones and you didn't find yet something you like. Maybe I'm able to do something for you.
Well, Paula, I think you're really a Tahoe treasure. Can you give out your phone number and your website again so people can find you? We're at the Horizon, but a lot of people might be wanting to find you by the website.
Okay, my phone number is 650-270-6378 and my website is www.paulascreations.com. That is spelled P like Peter, AOLAS creations.com.
Well, I'd like to thank you. What's the name of your store again here at the Horizon?
Piccolito Pete.
I couldn't say that.
I know, it's Italian.
But it's absolutely beautiful.
Piccolito is a cat that I have, a Maine Coon, and it's a small Maine Coon, so I nickname it Piccolito. And so we call the store Piccolito Pete. Pete is a doggy and Piccolito is the cat. So the boutique is Piccolito Pete inside the Horizon Casino, 50 Highway 50, State Line, Nevada, and it's just near the reception desk. And come first-time customer, we give you a good discount.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Paula, for letting us visit your boutique, and thank you for being such a great artist.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
I'm Marilyn Ellegott. I am founder of the Job's Peak Fiber Arts Group that I started here in Minden, Nevada 2 years ago. And for my passion of working with natural fibers, we have some fantastic fibers here in this Carson Valley. I'd like to show off a couple of them right now. Down here right by my feet is a nice luscious llama fiber, which is very silky to touch. Next to it, I have another very silky fiber. This is alpaca, and this is the fiber that is sheared right from the animal. In front of it, I have some alpaca that I have spun on the spinning wheel, and then I have plied it into yarn. This is more alpaca that has been carded on a carding machine, which straightens out the fibers and makes it easier to take to the spinning wheel. And at the time here, this fiber right here is prepared alpaca, and I have started spinning it into a fiber for yarn for either knitting, crocheting, weaving, or just feeling, because it feels fantastic. It is a fabulous fiber. I do have a couple of pieces here on the table that is locally grown wool. It has been spun and plied and made into bulky yarn. On this table, I have what is called a peg loom. Very simple loom. It's just woven, and as your weaving builds up on the pegs, you move it down onto these strings, and then you build up on the pegs again and move it down. All the fiber on here has been locally grown by our fabulous ranchers. I do prefer natural fiber. Behind me This is a woven piece out of some cotton that was woven on a beautiful loom by one of our members. This is a small table loom right here. There's a piece being woven on there. It's out of all cotton. On the table, the red and purple, the red, green, and white, the beige and ribbon scarf were all woven on this loom, which is known as a knitter's loom. Behind me, right now next to me, is known as a Navajo style loom for weaving in the Navajo tradition. I have a piece started on here. This is a very small loom, and it's just a piece that I have no real pattern. I'm just letting the piece talk to me as I'm weaving with it. The wool, I have a tapestry wool that I am using on it. They are all somewhat natural colors. This orange was dyed, but it was dyed with yellow onion skins. Next to it is a piece that's on a slate tile. I wove the copper metal. The rays going are leather straps, and this is merino wool that was hand painted or dyed. Next to this piece is a piece that came off of this knitter's loom. Then we're going to go to the table. The table has some placemats on it that were woven on a floor loom, which is a much larger loom. And then we have our little mascot, our little gingerbread fella. He was needle felted, and the wool is from our local grower here. And that is a fun process of just taking the needle, taking this raw wool that has been washed, and just going up and down like mad. You can get rid of your frustrations, and it will felt together because the needle that you're using has little barbs on it. And with using sheep's wool also has barbs on it, which make them grab each other and felt. So we're going to go on down to this larger display unit. This has towels on it that were woven on a floor loom. And the towels down in the bottom are recycled jeans. And you will see some larger pieces of recycled jeans as we go farther into the program. This one piece here is what's called a double weave. That means you are weaving through 4 threads on a floor loom. And then if we go on down the hall, you'll see some other very interesting pieces of groups that I'm very proud of. This fiber arts group that I originated is here in Minden. And if you are interested in learning more about fiber arts, you may give me a call at my home phone number at 775-782-3818. And we would be more than happy to have you join us, share with us, and learn with us. Hanging on the wall here is an original design that I had some material left on my loom, and I decided to play around to see what I could come up with. And I was very pleased with the way it turned out. Now over here behind me are some fabulous pieces done by fabulous people. I have introduced these people to the art of Navajo style weaving. And this came from a class that all of us went to. This is an original design by one of the members. This is another class piece. This is another class piece. This was a piece that the artist was just practicing on. And then we go to this piece. This piece here hanging on the wall, the gentleman who made it has only been weaving in the Navajo style tradition for a year. And he just is so taken with the process that he can't do enough or get in enough time for weaving. Behind me is a piece that I again had fun playing with, and it's a piece that has two sides. This is one side, and this is the other side. So it can be hung either way. I happen to prefer this side. I think it's less complicated looking. And then behind me, we'll go into some rugs. Here we have an explanation of how the alpaca animals are sheared. They are sheared once a year so that they can grow new hair. And this fiber is then processed and can go into many different things. Earlier you saw some fiber that I turned into yarn. Here on the wall with this shearing explanation, we will show you 3 rugs. There is a rug over there. All the different colors in that rug are natural colors of the alpaca. And these are from the local grower here in this valley. Here is another design of all alpaca with natural colors. And then we have a 3rd rug here that is also all of natural color alpaca. These rugs are warm, they're heavy, and they wear like iron. This rug that I wove and hand beat on a loom by hand is made from Pendleton, what they call thrums. It is the edging of the run of the blanket that they end up cutting off. So I wove it together to make a rug. I thought at first for our dog, but I decided I put too much effort in it. I love her immensely, but I really didn't want the dog on it. Up here are some other examples from the group that I introduced to the Navajo style weaving of what they see, how they weave it, what they practice on, and what they end up producing. All different sizes, and they all come from different size looms. This piece is a crocheted blanket for one of the growers here. It is all natural color from sheep, and the gal has done it for her son. He's let us have it on loan, but was told that we had to take very good care of it. There is an explanation here of the sun and showing of the animals that went into that blanket. On top of that blanket is a pillow that was spun by me. It was woven by me and into strips, and then I wove the strips together. That is all locally grown fiber here in the Carson Valley. As I mentioned earlier, you saw the recycled jeans earlier. Well, here are recycled jeans woven by a local artist into rugs. There are two different style rugs here. And these too will wear like iron. And these, as you know, we're in the recycling process here. And these are jeans that have been donated to her, and she has cut them into strips and woven them into rugs that will last for years and years. So this little one up here is another placemat. And the loom that she wove these on, her husband built for her. It is a floor loom. Now behind me are two pieces. You saw a similar one like this one earlier, but these are woven on a floor loom. It is called double weave. You are weaving through 4 layers of thread and picking up different pieces as you are making a pattern. This part of the pattern gives you a lace effect. Some of these are open so that you can have 2 different pieces, as this piece is also reversible. And your colors are different on the back. And this piece here was woven on what is called a picture frame loom. And I mean, it is just a picture frame. And then it was woven. Nails were put into it, and then it was woven. So up here we have a beater fork, which is used in beating down the fibers or the wool. All of these are made from wool. All your Navajo style blankets are made from wool, whether it be natural colors or whether they be dyed with natural dyes. And these are done by people that I have introduced to the Navajo style weaving. This is a rug woven by one of the local people and one of our members of our Job's Peak Fiber Arts group. It is called Light into Dark. It is a all wool rug that was woven on a floor loom. It was her design, and she did a beautiful job in shading it from light into your darker colors. These 2 pieces, the black and white and the purple and white, are woven ribbons, and then a picture was woven into, a photograph was woven into the piece. And it's another challenge for weavers, and that's one thing weavers try to do, is challenge ourselves. And we also like the idea of working together and sharing and challenging one another. I'm Marilyn Ellegot, founder of the Job's Peak Fiber Arts Group here in Minden, Nevada. If you would love to come share and learn and join our group, if you have a passion, as I have had with fiber and natural fiber, we have a lot of people that love to share, love to help, love to show, and we would love to have you join us.